Okay, guys, we are going to continue with this grammar course in Spanish, and the topic we have been studying is personal pronouns. Personal pronouns. Okay, so now we're going to cover today nosotros and ellos. Nosotros and ellos. As you know, we are trying to study this grammar course step by step. So those are also important pronouns, and we're going to study today together. Okay, so okay, nosotros en ellos. Nosotros en ellos. You can repeat with me the pronunciation. Nosotros, ellos. Nosotros, ellos. Yeah. Check at the end is you have a S. So a S sound would be nosotros, ellos. Yeah. Okay. How can you use or how you should use those personal pronouns? Nosotros means we. Means we. So it means you are going to use this personal pronoun when you are including yourself in that group of people when you're talking about. So, for example, nosotros somos amigos. Nosotros somos amigos, which means we are friends. So you are included in a group, a person with you and other person with you are friends together. So it is the same group, but you are included in a group, and that is important because well, I will show you that. like they, no, in nosotros for you are included in that group. Okay? So you could say, for example, Luisa, I mean, Luis, Luisa, and you can put your name there. So if your name is Jefferson, you can say Jefferson. Or if you're a girl, you could say, I don't know, Karen. You put your name there, Karen. So you can say your names. So Luis, Luisa, y Karen. Luis, Luisa, and Jefferson. That is a possibility. Now, if you want to represent that group, instead of say the names, you can only say nosotros. Nosotros. Yeah. And now you don't need to say Luis, Luisa, and your name because you're saying nosotros. Yeah. So that is clear. That is so easy to understand it. Now, like nosotros, when you're talking about ellos, you're saying they. Yeah. That means you're talking about a group of people outside of the conversation. Could be a boy, could be a girl. That doesn't matter. Yeah. So it's a group of people outside of the conversation, but you are not included in that group of people. So that is the important part, basically. Okay. Example you could use is this, saying like the previous example. But this time you are not included here. Yeah. Imagine you are talking with a friend. This is you, and this is your friend. You're talking about a group of people outside of the conversation. Outside of the conversation, we can talk about, for example, Luis, Carlos, and Luisa. So using the right order will be Luis, Carlos. I mean Luis, Luisa, and Carla. Yeah. So you want to say they are nice, they are cool, they're smart. So whatever. In Spanish you would say ellos. Ellos, ellos son inteligentes. Ellos son geniales. Ellos son cool. Yeah? So, ellos. So you can say Luis, Luis, Luisa, y Carlos to talk about each name. So Luis, Luis, Luisa, and Carlos, or you can also say ellos. And if you say ellos, for sure, you don't need to repeat Luis, Luisa, y Carlos because we are using a personal pronoun to avoid to say that again. Now, in Spanish, I think you need to understand to make complex sentences later is each word. So most of the words in Spanish have a gender, and they personal pronoun. And nosotros, so we personal pronouns have genders. Yeah. So they could be masculine, which would be ellos, and the feminine form, which be ellas. Yes. Ellos masculine form, ellas feminine form. So maybe you are wondering when do I need to use ellos and when do I need to use ellas? I will show you now. So mainly we're going to use ellos when we are talking about a group of people with boys and girls. A group of people with boys and girls. That is the option number one. The option number two is when we are talking about only guys. Only guy. So basically, the use of the masculine form it is when we are talking about boys and girls, or when we're talking about only guys. Even we also use the masculine form when we are talking about general concepts, or when we are talking about when we are not sure about what is the gender of one thing or one group of people or thing. We usually also use the masculine form. Yeah, so it will be for guys, and when are guys and girls. Even if there are 99 guys, 99 girls, but only one guy, you should use the masculine form. So maybe you are wondering now, when should I use the feminine form? So you should use it if in that group there are only girls, only girls. In the group there are only girls, go ahead, use the feminine form. So use ellas, yeah? But in the group there are boys and girls or only boys, use ellos, always, yeah? Always. Finally, my favorite part, practice, because practice makes perfect. So, okay, we have here a group of people. I would like you let me know which personal pronoun would you choose for this example. You have Luisa, Santi, Marcelo, Sandra, Patri, y Marcos en la playa. Which one will be correct? Ellos or ellas? Try to respond on your own. The right answer is ellos. Why? Because in this group of people, you have boys and also you have girls. Yeah? For that reason. Remember, ellos is used when there are boys and girls in the same group. Practice number two. Two girls, Carla y Paula en Turquía. Which will be correct? A, ellos, or B, ellas? What do you think? Try to answer on your own first. Okay. The answer is ellas. Ellas. Why? Because there are two girls. Only girls, ellas. Feminine personal pronoun. Okay? One more to finish. You have here tú y yo. As you know, yo, if you say yo, you're including yourself. So imagine you are that girl or that boy. What would you use to represent both? Option A, nosotros, or option B, nosotras? Take your time, please. The right answer is A, nosotros. Why? Again, a boy and a girl and a group of people. For that reason, you need to use nosotros. So, the masculine form. So, well, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this lesson with me. And remember, practice makes perfect. If you have a friend learning Spanish, please share the video. It will be so helpful. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to not lose the coming lesson. So, see you in class.